I don't want a cupcake. Hi. Okay, I'm just checking the video. I was already aligning it, but I don't know if I like that shirt to be honest. And I put too much Vaseline. Isn't that okay? I don't know, but I like to put Vaseline on my face. I noticed that's the only thing that moisturizes my skin. This is so irrelevant. I should probably just do it on a plant choice video or whatever. I shouldn't be talking about it on a top favorites, right? So today I have a really exciting video for you. And I'm gonna be sharing with you my favorite vining houseplants. Now, the reason why they're my favorites is because one, they grow beautifully inside and they look gorgeous inside. But that is bias, as in like, did I use that word correctly? That's like in the eye of the beauty in the eye of the beholder is my opinion, right? But I really do think these are gorgeous, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that thinks that. But not just that, they're also really tough and resistant house plants. I think that's really important for me to share that with you because who doesn't love having vining plants? I mean, there's so many ways you can like decorate plants. You can just put like what I did over here with this Scandapsis, which should have been on the list to be honest. I love that Scandapsis. I have a hook on top and I just put the vine like that and it's just going down like a little jungle vibe. I love that. And I just started doing that. Nothing too crazy, but it's just small things like that. You can also just get the whole basket and hang it on the ceiling and it's like super duper fun. I'm becoming into a ninja with these gnats and I gotta go back with the mosquito bits. I haven't done that treatment for 2 months and it's showing. And it's not good because I'm hosting a Thanksgiving gathering and I'm like, oh my goodness, like, like, can you imagine? Can you actually don't imagine that. So these are really easy plants to have, to maintain, to thrive in a hanging setting, right? And honestly, it sounds really bad. As I was picking up these plants from the house, right? Because they're scattered. I have them all on the floor and I'm gonna show them to you one by one and all that good jazzy stuff. I cannot wait for these holidays to pass. To be really honest, I want it to be springtime super duper bad. I also found out I can move all the way to the back and you can still hear me. But I want it to be spring so I can like grow my vegetable garden of like spring. By the way, I have my fall/winter vegetable garden outside. It's doing a-okay. It's doing really good actually. I sowed some spinach, garlic, and radishes, and they all sprouted. So I'm super duper happy about that. And these gnats, bro, I swear. There's like two in here, and they're just like lingering around. And they see me and they just want to bother me. I was telling myself an iced coffee. My stomach is burning because I just ate hot Cheetos and I'm not drinking iced coffee. But for some reason, I kind of like the pain. So, yeah, the everything's exciting for spring, but the holidays are fun. I'm hosting Thanksgiving. I'm gonna do a whole rant about that to be honest. For my girlies that actually love the cheese man and stuff like that. On a Planchers video. But and then after there will be Christmas, which is really fun. Who doesn't love Christmas? I want Christmas to pass by fast, girl. To be so blunt with you, I just want to not have decor and just decorate the house with houseplants. For some dumb reason, whenever it's winter for me, I crave greenery and a jungle vibe setting. And I cannot wait to let my screws loose and go crazy like that. Because a lot of my plants are starting to grow up pretty crazy and they want to go up. I don't have that many shelves. It's really expensive right now with what's going on with all these crazy prices going up. IKEA prices, by the way, these shelves, people ask me where I get these shelves from. These are from IKEA. I got these 2 or 3 years ago. That's a lie. 4 years ago, I think so. I got like a lot of them. I got like 7 or 8 of them. Over time, I have given some to my brothers and then to my hubby. But I kept from over here, I only kept 3. Yeah, so really great. They used to be like 50 something, like $60, you guys. Now for one shelf, it's almost $160. I know inflation, I'm aware of that. But girl, they increase. Obviously, I think it's from the tariffs, whatever. So, really expensive. I hope, because a lot of girlies are wanting these shelves, and I'm like, I mean, if you have the money, girl, go for it. But like, hopefully the prices go down, because that's absurd. I would never buy that. So I'm trying to find other ways to decorate my plants, and a lot of time I need shelves. I really need shelves because I can insert grow lights and stuff like that. So the next option that I'm doing and focusing on is down the line, of course, is hanging my plants or going up which is why I did the vines. Also because they were getting way too messy and annoying. When I was pulling out a plant, the basket would fall. The drawer already finished. The basket would fall and it would just make a mess. And so yeah, I just went up. I wish you guys can see, but I made it up and I really, really like how it looks. And the plants look really, really happy. They seem to like it. So yeah, let me take a sippy and then we're gonna start. Like I said, some of these are not gonna look the best. We just got established in this new home. It's been a month, okay? We moved like 200 plants and some of them were in boxes for like a whole week, which is not bad. It's like they're in shipping. But some of them were underwatered and I did that on purpose because it was easier to shove a lot of plants in a box and they would not snap. When they're too hydrated, they get way too firm and a little bit of pressure with some of these plants will literally make the thing snap. I know there's a lot of better techniques on shipping out plants or packaging up plants on moving, but I like to do it quick, affordable. I'm not using too many boxes or stuff like that, and efficient. So that's what I came up with, and honestly, everything came out beautifully. The living room plants, the kitchen, everything's doing a-okay. So I'm gonna take my sippy. It might be a long video, you guys. So get a coffee or something or whatever. Damn, David, you're the. It's okay. Also, I don't know if this is BPA free. It's whatever. Hold on. Oh my gosh, my eyes are gonna go like that. Hi, how you doing? Tell me how your day was, girl. Oh my goodness, like I want to talk to y'all. Talk to me. I'm getting really mocosa right now. It's really cold outside for Texas. It's like, I think like in the 70s. But it's not just that. A lot of people are cutting the grass. And I was outside. And I got a lot of allergies kicking in. Like my nose got really, really mocoso. When I was outside sitting and looking at my plants. But yeah, hopefully it goes away. I need to chug some of my caffeine. Alrighty, so we're gonna start. And which one? Honestly, I'm gonna say this one. This is a classic. It was a very, very demanded plant. Everybody wanted it, but it seems like everybody that wanted it got it. The ones that did got it, got over it. But I really see this coming back. It's such a gorgeous plant, and it's really easy, and it grows really nice. And it has an actual beautiful bluish metallic hue. It does get morning direct sunlight. It's not so intense. And that's what's making it look very metallic. If you put it in a low light spot, it's gonna look more green than anything. But if you put it where it gets a lot of good light, it gets metallic. And it's such a pretty one. It's starting to bounce back. I'm seeing new leaves, but previous new leaves that were there fell off because like I said about the shipping, and a lot of my vining plants, I put them in bags. I know, I'm so crazy. It was really cheap and it was easy. I can carry, David can carry 4 bags. I have long arms. Compared as 4 boxes all at once. Like I said, it was 3 floors. I was trying to do it as quick as possible. Okay, and it worked out. So the worst part already passed. Now we're in the good part and everything's a-okay. Like I said, these plants bounce back beautifully, and I'm pretty sure that you guys do have a Cebu blue, and if you don't, low-key you're missing out. Like go ahead, like if you see it at the big box stores and if you're on the edge, get it. You're not gonna, it's not a finicky plant. If anything, so this is one thing that I would say, I have noticed that out of all of my vining plants, Cebu blues tend to grow an insane root system, especially if you're pretty accurate with your watering, like if you keep it watered how you're supposed to. Because I'm an underwaterer, you can kind of tell it's a little bit bald, but this is a really easy fix, which I will get to in propagations and how to fix that. But they develop an insane root system. So yeah, it's not a bad thing, but it's really fascinating. Like when you repot it, or what I would do with a lot of my stuff, even with when I have my plants hanging, I usually give them a cash pot, because it makes watering so much easier. When you take it out, you'll see spaghettis. Like you will see the root system coming on the bottom. It's such a cool aesthetic and I just love that. So the way to fix this, you can either put a grow light and it would over time push out new growth. You can speed it up by giving this a haircut. And I've given this Cebu blue a haircut multiple times, and it's probably gonna be due on springtime. The reason why you like to give your plants haircuts is because it just keeps their growth in check and it promotes more growth and a bushier foliage. and you get more vines, which looks a lot nicer. Like I said, it looks bushy, and it fixes the bald spot on top. Now, a lot of time it works when you do both of them. When it has usually a grow light, or you can put it by a window where it gets natural light. The UV rays, yeah, guys, because like I guess I can say that. So I'm gonna start saying this. Your plants are cool with direct sunlight. Some that are not are peace lilies, but it depends. Some of them have to be hardened off, but a lot of the time, the morning lights and when the sun goes down, kind of light, direct sunlight from the windows are perfectly fine for your plants. They really, really are. Now, just raw, like obviously if you put neem oil or if you put anything in there, you gotta consider into that because it would scorch the foliage, but just raw, the plant itself, it's like the you would not go outside in the summertime at 2 or 3 p.m. because the UV rays are way too intense. You would burn within minutes, right? You would start feeling it in your skin, right? Same thing applies to the plants. You can walk in the morning when the sun's out for like 30 40 minutes and feel perfectly fine, but you would not do that at 2 or 3 or 1 p.m. when the sun is way too intense. But you will go back when the sun starts to settle down, like at 7 through 8, right? Average, depending. I know the hours change, but you kind of get the point. That's how I do it with my plants. They want light. Grow lights are awesome. I think they're like the easiest life hack out there. Like they really help you keep your plants beautiful and healthy. But if you have natural sunlight, and I am very, very blessed now that I have more natural sunlight coming in from the morning to when the sun goes down, and I have one south-facing window in my living room, and she does an insane job, considering that there is a little roof on the front of the house. So it helps a lot. Your plants are gonna be super duper happy. So that would fix it. But if you wanna fix it with the grow light, give it a haircut, some fertilizer, this will start pushing out new growth. A lot of vine plants are like that. But this is such an easy plant, you guys. It has a battle with mealybugs and very resistant. It will come back. It's doing A-okay. So I'm really, really happy with the Cebu Blue. If you don't have one and you're on the edge of having one, go ahead and get it. It's like such a rewarding plant. And the shine is from the neem oil. Like I said, it was done like since I went to the mosquito bits on this one, to be honest, like 2 or 3 months ago, but it's gonna need another session. It's just such a fun plant, and it's only like a small little basket. So, and I have propagated a lot of Cebu Blues. Let me see if I can I'm gonna put some on the side because I know that I already talked about this one. And by the way, Cebu Blues are pretty common. I have noticed that the biggest producer on them is Costa Farm, and they sell them in those baskets. Mine's from Costa Farm, the basket. You will find those at Lowe's, Home Depot, Walmart, and y'all, even Sam's. But they're cheaper. So that's cool. And then just a lot of the retail places. I noticed I would see a lot of them in the summertime and late spring. So late spring and summertime, I noticed that they sell a crap ton of these. Like you would find that everywhere. And not just that, but they look really, really pretty. And a little cool thing to know too, there is a variegated one, and I believe Steve Leaves sells it. Very gorgeous. I'm on the edge of the variegation. I love variegation, but that one for some reason kind of like, I don't know. I have heebie-jeebies with it. Like I like it, but then I don't. But it is really, 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 really pretty. So yeah, this is the blue, and I have propagated quite an amount, but I have this one over here, and I don't know if I can pull it out. And the way that I like to propagate is just by nose. Oh, it has water. I'm not gonna pull it out. But you can kind of see it. It's this one over here. And it's really, really nice. They propagate awesome. That's it with the Cebu Blue. Such an awesome, awesome plant. And it's such an eye-catching plant too. And if you give it something to climb on, it will start to develop to split, fenestrate. The leaves do mature, and it looks really, really, really cool. The value goes up because that's not a really common thing to do. And even when you do get something to climb on, it is pretty difficult to make that happen. It takes a lot of resource, a lot of light, fertilizer, and obviously either a moss pole or a plank, which I do want to experiment with that down the line using planks. I'm not a moss pole person. I do have a plant on a moss pole, but it does not work out with me. I can't keep up with the maintenance with the moss pole. It's too much, but yeah. So next one is going to be this one. And this is another one that was really, really trendy. It died down, and then It slowly came back up, but then it's dead. Like I don't really see nobody talking about it, and it makes me really, really sad because like it's such a pretty one. It's such a pretty one. My mini monstera or Rapidoma perma is such an awesome plant, you guys. There is a bigger one, and I did got it twice actually. The first time I got it, it died on me because it was a cutting that I bought on Etsy, and yes, that there's a chance of them rotting, but it was such a tight cut. And when I got it, it was already turning black. And when I opened it, it rotted. Really, really sad. So I ordered another one. Actually, I got the other one from Facebook Marketplace. It reverted. It went back to green. So that's the bummer. But anyways, the non-variegated one, which is this one, the full-on green, is already such a pretty one. And whenever I would get this one, something bad would always happen in my life. It was like a curse. Every time I would buy this plant, the mini monstera or Rapidoma perma, you would either move for something because we found a new place, but then something bad would happen. Like I would get sick really, really bad. There was always something negative every single time I bought this plant. And I was always so scared to buy it because I was like, I always joke about it. And then I get it and then it's just something bad happens again. So I ended up getting it when I found out about this place, which was 3 months ago. And I was like, everything just seems established and I feel pretty confident and I think it's okay. So I did ended up getting it and it's been pretty good as of now. Nothing bad has happened. Knock on wood, I hope everything's fine. But it's such a pretty one, you guys. It's such a nice one. And I do want to have it vining down. You can have this going up and it chooses to go up, but God damn, that coffee's strong, girl. That's how I wanted it, but damn. So I'm gonna put it on a macrame hanger, right? I'm gonna have it hanging. And these vines are trying to go up, but they make such a cool shape. They're gonna be doing this a lot. And I'm really, really, really excited for that. So, and I wanted to chop it for springtime because I only have one. I don't need plant insurance for this one because there's like, these are literally everywhere. Like, well, you can find it. You know, if you're keeping an eye out for a week, you're gonna find at least one. Especially in plant shops, they tend to have this one too. So, really, really nice. I love this. It does vine down, and that's exactly what I'm going to be making it do. People like to put it on a moss pole or something to climb on, which it is really, really nice. And the plant's gonna be super duper happy, but I'm not going for that aesthetic because I don't like moss poles. And I'm experimenting with plank wood right now. And I really want to see this on a macrame hanger. Like I have my eye on a 3 macrame, like little, how you call it? It's like a macrame hanger. And then it has 3 spots to put a plant. I want to put this one at the bottom and then put like smaller ones on top, like a different variety of a plant. And I think it's going to look so, so, so beautiful. So I'm really, really excited for this one. And I'm not saying they care because it is such an easy one, you guys. It really isn't that finicky. Excuse me. It really isn't that finicky at all. It's an awesome one. It's literally such an awesome plant. So love, love, love. And I look at the splits. Such a nice plant. Awesome, awesome foliage. It's funny how they call it mini monstera. I kind of like that name to be honest because it does look like a little bit baby monstera. But it's called Rapidoma perma. And to be honest, I'm surprised that I can even pronounce that because like it seems like such a complicated name. Okay, so next one I'm going to be sharing with you is so this Syngonium, I'm gonna pull it up right now. It's gone through some stuff, but I'm really, really, really happy with it because this is the Syngonium that taught me they can be beautiful to hang. I'm gonna hang this one in the future, but I actually don't know because it is kind of heavy. I have to probably change the potting soil to like a more lightweight potting soil. That's another thing that I forgot to mention. Whenever you want to hang your plants, it helps a lot if you change the soil to a lighter soil. It helps, girl, because I don't do nothing crazy. People always ask me, what kind of hooks do you use? Do you use any special hooks? No, I get the ones from Walmart. Like literally, that's literally what I do. And then I always do like a little pressure. I call it pressure, but it's not a pressure. Like a little pull test. I don't put all my weight in it, but like I try to tug it and try to mimic from holding plants all the time. You can kind of have an idea. I always like pull it the kind of the amount of weight, my most educated guess that I can do. And if it pulls really easily down, then it will go. It will go down. And then I'll put it in a different spot. You gotta find the right spot, even though it's all Sherrock. I think a lot of our settings are Sherrock. You can also look for wood, but you can, I don't know, you can figure that out. I don't do that. I just put it in there and I hope for the gods that it is not gonna fall. And 1 out of 100 falls. The 99 stay. So it's a pretty good method for me, considering that I'm not doing anything special. But you just gotta make sure, like you're not gonna put a plant that weighs 30 pounds in the ceiling, right? So you just gotta make sure that it's not such a heavy plant. You gotta also consider, I also noticed that when you kind of do not put it straight up, what I do now, I go like a little angled. Yeah, I noticed it helps a little bit. I don't know the science in that or the physics, but it helps. They do spell special hooks you can use. Amazon has a lot of them. Walmart sells a lot of them. Home Depot sells them too. Lowe's. But I just use the basic hooks. Like I wish I had one that I can show you, but they're just basic white hooks. Yeah. But when I do the 3-tier one, the macrame that I was telling you about, I will possibly have to get one of the special hooks because that's way too much weight. And yeah, it can cause issues. So that being said, this plant vines really, really nice, but it can also be one that can be hanged. And I see a lot of nodes that do not have any leaves, and I'm gonna be doing, they're called wet sticks now at that point when I chop them. I'm gonna propagate them in a different video. I have so many containers from takeout, and I want to be doing my propagation containers. I can show you if you have not seen one of those videos. You can literally just use any kind of container, but let me see. So this is like literally just a Chick-fil-A container, and it did have holes, but I taped it because I want it to become 100% humid. I'm smart. So I don't have my heat mats anymore. So what I did, these are LED grow lights. They're not dangerous. LED is a lot more safer, less energy, and then they don't heat up as much, but they still do heat up, right? So I noticed that where they're at, they produce a little bit of warmth, like your cup of coffee, but like a little bit less warmer than that. I placed my containers in there and it's warm. It's not, it's kind of already kind of cool, but I'm pretty sure it's like room temperature inside because obviously heat traps and stays in there. These had holes. Usually people like to put holes in their little propagation containers. I don't. What can happen? Mold, fungus, nasty things can happen. Usually you can just sprinkle cinnamon to prevent that. I never had any issues with that. I guess make sure the sphagnum moss is good and the cuttings are good. And I've never had any problems with that. So yes, I just put tape, but this is literally a Chick-fil-A container. Like you don't have to buy a fancy setup or a kit. You can literally just use this. So I love that. I really, really do. I love that I use it. And here's another one that I have. It's kind of warm, but it's not too warm. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get the heat mat. Cuttings propagate so quick with the heat mat. It's pretty common sense, but god damn, it makes a big difference, you guys. So here's another one. This is my hubby. He got a little snacky container from HEB. It had like cheese and like ham and crackers and stuff like that. And I just reused it, and in these little separate containers sections, I added different wet sticks and propagations to like identify them, and you just get creative and you just find a way. It's really, really good to reuse. But if you want to be a bougie, get a container, go for it, girl. So back to this goddamn Syngonium that I keep going on the tangent with other things. It's my Syngonium. I think it's called the Wendyland. Could be wrong, but it's such a pretty one that vines. Now it is doing this. I kind of liked it, but it's too consistent now. I need leaves, but what's gonna happen? That's a wet stick. When I chop it here and then over here on top, this is gonna go in sphagnum moss and it will develop into plants. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, potential plants, and then I will go obviously with the other ones. So it's a pretty one, you guys. Like, I love the velvet leaf, and it has that awesome silver whitish lining in the middle. Really, really nice. I like that a lot. It just pops. It pops really nicely, and I would see this so pretty like on a bookshelf. You can even have it hanging, and it would just vine beautifully, elegantly in the ceiling. And then if you have natural light hitting it, since it has like a velvet kind of foliage, it will be so good and pretty. So pretty. It also seems to be doing like some mature leaves. This one is dealing with some goddamn mealybugs. You guys, I know. I really, really wanted October to be my month to tackle all of my plants with mealybugs, but I didn't because that's when we literally moved to this house. And then I want it to be this month as well. I'm doing with what I can, but I'm saying like the entire collection, like going every single plant. But I don't think I can this month either because I am going to be hosting the Thanksgiving gathering. And I'm going to be booked. Honestly, I'm going to have other priorities to do. But I'm just going one by one as much as I can with each and every single plant and maintaining the pest. But that Syngonium is really, really awesome to have hanging. It looks beautifully. It's unique. It's not like a common pothos or philodendron that I'm showing you. It's like its own little thing, and it's really, really, really nice. So I love that. Also, if you give it something to climb on, they do also develop their mature leaves. A lot of these vining plants will develop mature leaves. I think the only one that really doesn't do anything crazy is the Scindapsus. They just stay consistently big, but they don't really fenestrate. I don't think I've ever heard of a Scindapsus fenestrating. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. So that's an awesome one. Really easy. And yeah, a lot of plants that I show you guys are plants that are really resilient, easy, and low maintenance. Because that's what David does. He doesn't do too much with his plants. I give them what they need, and then they handle their own battles. We make some, you know, they're tough. They're tough. This next one is one that always pulls people, and that is my string of turtles. I love her so much. I have her in this teacup that I showed y'all 2 years ago, and I finally got it, but it's like literally so surrounded with the string of turtle vines. It's such a pretty one. People always go crazy with it. It has a bunch of flowers. I mean, like, the flowers are just pretty, like, just insane. I think so. Like, look at those flowers. They look like rat tails. And yeah, I don't really do much with it. I only water it. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of hard to tell when it's watered, when it's thirsty. I can't really pick it up. If I pull it from the it's not planted in this, by the way. It's not even a cash pot either. It's a decor pot because the water will literally leave from the plate. But I don't put too much water that happens. I just do an educated guess on how much water it needs. But it's on this nursery planter, and I don't want to pick it up because it will mess up the vines and it just gets messy. So what I do now is that it tends to get a little bit pale. And the second I see it getting pale, I wait a day and then I water it. I don't always wait. It just depends how thirsty it looks. But if it's thirsty, it gets a little bit pale. It doesn't look as green and saturated and plump. It stays plump, but it doesn't look green and like pretty like it looks right now. So it's hydrated. The reason I'm saying this is because a lot of ways that people kill their string of turtles is by overwatering it. Anything that's literally string, like string of pearls, string of dolphins, string of tears, they tend to have a smaller root system and they can get rot pretty easily because the planter will tend to hold too much soil, too much water in the soil, and the root system is pretty small, so it will take a very long time for it to pick up that water, right? So if the roots are sitting in moisture too long or in very really saturated water from continuously watering it, it can cause rot. So I just go with the flow with the plant, and this method can cause balding, but surprisingly it hasn't done any of that. If anything, it's pushing out new leaves. So I think I found a good method. I sometimes feel like I'm a plant whisperer, girl, honestly, because like I don't always look at the soil. I look at the foliage a lot. When you have these many plants for a long time, and I feel a lot of you guys do this too, you can tell by like the foliage or like how the foliage, like the colors of the foliage, or if the leaves get wrinkly, or if the vines are starting to like get more flimsy, you can pretty identify like it needs water. And then with fertilizer, obviously, I fertilize it when I feel like it, to be honest. But you don't want to over fertilize your plants because that can be really really bad, as if you're not fertilizing at all, because it can cause issues. But I just fertilize once every 2-3 months. I can probably do monthly, considering that it's blooming like crazy and it has so much foliage being grown. But I don't. I just play it really really safe with this one. I don't know how long I'm gonna let it grow because it's getting pretty long and it's already been a year having it. I've actually made a little baby out of it. I've propagated 3 small little planters, and the way that I did it, y'all saw the leaves, right? They're like little shells. Okay, so each little shell, I literally made it into its own little plant. So I just got sphagnum moss, the same method in those propagation containers, and I aligned the little shells like that. Within a couple weeks, I saw roots coming out of the little shell, and then a new shoot coming from the top. And then I moved it to its own little planter, and then I let it establish. And I got a whole string of turtles. So I only have one as of now because I gave one to my grandma and then the other one to my mom. But here it is. And it's also blooming too. I have it labeled. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It just fascinates me how I did it by the little shells. People do it by the whole vine. I guess because it's the safest bet, but I just do it with the shells. I just put them on top and it has new little leaves coming in. Oh my goodness. That is so stinking cute. They're like the tiniest little shells. Ah, it's so cute. And the flow, oh my god, it's like it's hitting me. Or the caffeine is starting to hit me now. But it's just the cutest thing ever, honestly. I'm really, really happy with it. I might propagate more in the springtime, but not right now, girl, because I'm way too overstimulated right now. Because that's a process. It's very time consuming and tedious because you gotta like cut each little thing. What I did, I just placed a YouTube video or even listened to a podcast and I just, did it. And it was pretty fun. So next up we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more plants. So I'm gonna show you guys this one. So this is a plant that to this day people really still look for it, and I can't blame them because it is so freaking pretty. By the way, it's you guys, I don't know, because like I think I said in a rant video yesterday, I'm trying to post daily because a lot of reasons, to be really really blunt with you, but also because like girl, this is my theory. Like I noticed that during this time Coastal Farm pushes out so many freaking plants, like not even just them but like everybody, like Urban Jungles and Life Trends. I guess because it's just maybe because they have so many plants in the greenhouses that they're trying to get rid of, or shipping is just easier considering that it's not so hot in the trucks, right? I'm seeing so many amazing plants at these big box stores, and not even just that, but during this time when it's cold and trees are gonna start looking bare when outside looks dead, girl, because of winter, right? I just love going to a nursery or to a plant shop or even just big box or plant shopping and just being surrounded by greenery. It does something to my spirit. Yes, I have my own green wall and my happiness, but it's always just fun to get out of the house and look what's new out there and see how the plants are doing in these big box stores and if they're offering any good deals. I don't think there's nothing bad about that, right? So yeah, it's just a really, really fun time to go plant shopping. But now right now, it's peak on December and January for me. Like that's when I just really do enjoy going out because I love just getting like a hot chocolate or like a coffee on my hands when I'm walking in the plant aisles. It is such a freaking vibe. It's such a vibe. And then when it rains a little bit, oh my goodness, I'm in heaven. I know that might offend some people, but it feels as close as I can think of as heaven. It's just so therapeutic, so therapeutic. And I cannot wait to take you guys along for that journey. So yeah, my arthritis hurt. I was holding the plant. But here is my Manjula. She hasn't gotten that big, but here she is. I am kind of happy with the growth. It is honestly, Manjulas grow really, really slow, girl. They do. They do. I thought I had more. I could have sworn I had a 4-inch Manjula. Oh, it's right there, girl. It's right there. It's because the leaves are not that big like this one, but here's my other little baby. It's a little baby, little baby, little baby. Manjulas are really, really pretty. They have this beautiful, bold, it's very bold, very, very bold. Big leaves, variegated, full of color and life. And when you put neem oil, they are just popping off. Really fun to have it hanging in the ceiling and just seeing it twirl and do its thing. Very, very thick, such a beautiful plant. There's not much to say. I mean, just showing it is already more than enough to know why it's like such a must as a hanging plant or a trailing plant in a collection, because it's so beautiful and it continues to flow beautifully outside, like vine down. It's not a philodendron. The leaves don't get small as they go down. There's just something that I hate about that on the philodendron specifically. But whenever Ascendapsus does it, I'm kind of okay with it. I guess because they're so tight. They're not as tight, but like they're so close. Ascendapsus nodes when they vine down, but a philodendron, oh my goodness, that shit's so ugly. Like they go like big old gaps and they get nasty. They get petty small. Like at that point, don't even put it on your leaf, girl. So, but pothos are really, really awesome. And that's why you're seeing a lot of my collection that they're just pothos. A lot of them are pothos. Because they're just awesome for vining plants. They do so good. They really, really do. Alrighty. Next one is going to be this one. This is my silver stripe. No, this is my real. I have the silver stripe somewhere. This one is exclusively through Gabriella's plants. They run a lot of sales. Not sponsored, anything like that, but they do run a lot of promotions, especially during this time. And if you're watching this far, I'm going to tell you something else too. I think I already finished, but BWH Bros with, it's a plant company, literally. They're running a sale, 50% off. And some girl, I don't know if she's watching the video, but like, on Facebook, she commented on a plant and she was like, David, they're having this beautiful variety on this website. And I know who they are, Bros with House, because I see like their stuff on Instagram. And I was like, oh my goodness, like I'm in my little Maranta era right now. I'm so obsessed with my Marantas. And by the way, you can have Marantas hanging as well, but they're not on the list because no. So I placed an order because of her. And I was like, well, she influenced me. And then, because it was a good deal. It was a good deal. And I don't have that Maranta. I have a lot of Maranta, girl. You know, so like, I was like, it's only fair if I have this one now. So I placed the order and it was like 50% off. And I was like, oh my goodness. So I got it and I got some other goodies too. So I'm really, really excited to show you guys a Bros with Hose unboxing. It's going to be really, really fun. I think I got like 5 plants. And I think I only spent like $60 and shipping was free. I think so. So that was a really, really good deal. And I'm really excited to share with you because I got some really, really pretty plants that I just don't have in my collection. And I was like, these are good prices and they're good starter plants. Some of them are even pretty big. So really, really nice. I'm all about that. Gonna take a sip of my coffee. Oh, it's just black coffee and then I add skinny syrup. I use a salted caramel. I love caramel, girl. I really do. It's like such a vibe for me. Like, I know there's people that hate caramel. I love caramel. It's like so good. I feel like I'm getting mocoso. I feel like I'm also really, really greasy. It's the Vaseline I told you. I put Vaseline on my face because it's the only thing that keeps my face hydrated. Because it traps in the moisture. After I take a shower, I put the Vaseline a little light film, not a lot, I just enough to keep it in there. And the water that was in my skin is trapped in there, and my skin just absorbs it, and it's locked in. Um, I bought this really nice moisturizer because I love using True Skin serums. Their products are like chef's kisses. They're really, really good. I use the vitamin C. I'm getting off topic. I use the vitamin C, and it's really, really good, you guys. Like, it got rid of a lot of my dark spots, and I want it again because like the holidays are coming around. I gotta look kind of cute, right? So yeah, and they sell like the little moisture. It's like it says super moisturizing for the face. My skin dried up. I'm like, they don't do shit. So the one that never disappoints me is Vaseline for my face. I know people get mad, like not mad, but some people was like, yo, that's so ghetto. And I'm like, I don't care if it works, it works. Bite me. Like, what about it? Like, if it works, why are we judging it? It works. Like, hello. Like, anyways, so here's another awesome one. The nose are super duper tight. The variegation is really, really pretty and really unique foliage. The reason why I call it real is because the leaves are super long and narrow, and they just maintain that beautiful variegation. A really, really fun one, and I'm really obsessed with it. I think it's really, really nice. I'm just, oh, look at that. Like, come on, like that looks really nice. So I don't want to get them out of business, but like, not that I will, but it just applies to any store. You don't really wanna just add it to cart. I swear, wait in the weekends and they would run a sale. Okay? And then leave it on the cart. And if you leave it there for a couple hours or a day, sometimes, especially Etsy, they would add an additional 10% off coupon. Girl, I'm telling you, like, I want you to grow your collection as efficient and affordable as I can help you with. It's up to you if you want to take that information, as you will. But I got you. Okay, if you want to grow your little jungle, like my little jungle, for an affordable price with reasonable plants and all that good jazzy stuff, I got you. I will give you my tips and tricks. So that'll be a fun video. Like tips and tricks buying stuff and like where to browse and get the best deals on like all that good jazzy stuff. That'll be fun. Okay, so this is a fun one, and I'm really surprised how it's starting to vine. It doesn't look like much, but there's a lot going on. There's literally only 3 vines on this plant, and it has such a beautiful impact. Imagine if it had like 10 vines. That would be so pretty. And it's one that I will probably chop. You cannot sell the cuttings. It's prohibited. You need to have permission. Some plants are like that. This is one of them. And what I will do is just put it back on the mother plants, or I'll make myself another plant, because you can grow your own collection with it. Or I'll just give it to my mom or my grandma, or you can probably trade it on Facebook Marketplace. You can do that. I'm pretty sure plants that are prohibited to propagate to sell and make a profit, you can still propagate one and use it for a swap for another plant. So you're exchanging plants, right? That's really fun. So awesome plant, grows beautifully. Get it from Gabriella's Plants. I believe they're the only ones that can sell it. I got mine from them and it came in beautifully. Gabriella's Plants, just in general, so affordable plants, and they're awesome. Their customer service is top tier. And it's so true. When the customer service is like really, really good, the whole company looks amazing. You know, that's so important. I can go for a whole different conversation about that, but I'm not going to. But yeah, Gabriella's Plants, my #1 place to shop. They just sell amazing plants for customer service, from the variety of plants, and the prices are insane, like insane. So highly recommend them. My belly keeps growling. So the next one is going to be this one. This is my Marble Queen pothos. Some might consider it a snow queen, but I don't want to keep saying it because I feel like it pisses people off. You know what? Let's just say they're 2 different things. So this is my Marble Queen pothos. I'm really happy with her growth. It's another one that has really tight nodes. They grow really close together. It takes a lot for it to start to push out if you're not giving it the support that it wants. But the biggest thing about this plant is that it wants light. So if you have a really bright window or a bright shelf, or you know that this is such a perfect one to have because it just pops. And this one always catches my family's just attention. Like every time they see it, they're like, is that real? Like this is so, where is the green? And I'm like, I know, it's like so pretty, right? So yeah, this is another one that's kind of finicky to propagate. It takes a long time. You can propagate it. I like to propagate it by sphagnum moss. That gives me the best success with it, but it's up to you. And I would wait I would wait in springtime, to be honest. So I can place it outside in the shade and just keep it watered, and it roots so much easier in soil like that. But such a beautiful plant, not finicky at all. Yeah, the plants that I'm showing you, none of them are finicky. And a lot of them are also really resilient. So I don't feel like the need to tell you that they're really easy, because they are. All of them are. I don't like to show difficult plants or plants that cause stress or too much maintenance, like high amount of light, if not it's gonna go bad, or high humidity, or really finicky with the fertilizer. So these are all really easy plants. Next one, and also they're also really accessible as well. Even from the Gabriella's ones, their website, I think they ship out and sell everywhere. I'm pretty sure, I'm not quite sure. You can double check on the website, but yeah, it's really awesome. So my next one's going to be my pearls and jade pothos. I love this plant. I say that with each and every single one of them, but I just do. I really do enjoy these. They grow so nice, and this is one that would not disappoint. Like, I know I said with a lot of them, but if you're scared of your plant getting bald or like losing too many leaves, this is one that you cannot really feel that much, because it will tell you when it needs water. The leaves are really firm. They're very, it sounds like a crispy sound, like a Sprite. Very firm. When it's thirsty, it will be very flimsy. And it's pretty patient, and it would also get pale. You can tell. A lot of pothos are like that, but this is one that really, girl, like, it has the beauty. It's not so basic. It has the beauty, the variegation. The vines are just giving, and every single pearls and jade pothos plant that I've seen are really full and like lush. And if it's not, a simple haircut will promote multiple new shoots. And if you continue to cut it throughout its growing time, it will get really full really quickly. It's one that communicates with you. Like, it will literally tell you when it needs water, and that's the only way you can go wrong with it, if you don't water it. And with the light, not so finicky, honestly. It might turn more green than anything if you put it like in a lower light spots, but come on, girl, put it by a window, or like get a good grow light, and your plants are gonna thrive and look awesome. So such an amazing plant, really easy. Also really hardy. I've never had this one get spider mites. If they are on it, they're really desperate, because that's not their favorite. Mealybugs can hide in the little crevices, but a simple spray of neem oil really does handle it. With this one, it doesn't eradicate them, it doesn't remove them completely, but it does a really good job suppressing them. And yeah, because I had a pearls and jade pothos that was infused with mealybugs, and I just sprayed, I rinsed it really good, and then I sprayed neem oil, and I never saw them again. So it was really an amazing plant, like really hardy, not so finicky, and it grows gorgeously inside. So that's on that. And I believe I have one more to show you, and it's my OG that I just truly speak about when you want a pop, like a vivid, saturated color of vining plants in your ceiling or in your shelf. This one will not disappoint. It will always outperform a lot of these other plants, and it actually loves indirect light. It does not like direct sunlight. It's okay with it, but it burns pretty quickly. It just does really good. And it's my neon pothos. I don't have one in a hanging basket. I just have my little babies, and I actually got this on clearance. They were not this big. It was actually on these 4-inch. You would think it's not on a 4-inch, but it is. This little 4-inch thing, I use like a cash pot. They grow so nice. I don't know what this was. This is how it was when I got it. But literally, after just taking care of it, every new leaf has been coming out beautifully and such an awesome plant. And these neon pothos recently have been making these little marks, these dark green variegations. I don't know what's going on with them. I low-key like it a lot. Lemon lime philodendrons are also doing that, and somebody told me it's lemon lime lemon lime philodendrons. Because there's a lemon lime philodendron and a lemon lime maranta. People like to say the lemon lime philodendron, and I think I have it too. Oh, it's like really in here. It's they like to say that it's a lemon. I don't know. People say other things with it, but it's a lemon lime philodendron. And then the lemon lime maranta, like the prayer plant, it has another name called maricela. So it can get pretty confusing, but this is a neon pothos. Pothos have a teardrop. A philodendron has a heart shape. The bottom part is always more curvy, more defined as a heart. Because you can say this looks like a heart, but if you look at a philodendron, it has more defined heart foliage. So and it just vines nicely, and I love these little marks. It's like unstable, literally me girl, honestly. And there's also some, here's my other one, really lush and really full, such a pretty one. I did chopped it, you can see it right there, and it pushed out two shoots, so it vines really nicely. And this is always such a hard one not to propagate, because like I really want more, and when you propagate it, it loves to get a haircut. It loves to get a haircut. I know right now in the plant community, people are talking about like not needing to propagate every single cutting, and that is 1000% valid. That is so true. If you don't want to have more plants, if you don't have the time and the moments or the energy to nurture and care cuttings to establish as new plants, throw them away. It's perfectly fine. If you want, you can also get them over to Facebook Marketplace. There's always people that go crazy with, you can just leave it in the balcony, in the front porch, and say it's free for grabs, you know? Or like, you know, you don't gotta do much. Like you don't gotta give the best customer service, because people would pick anything free, like free cuttings, people would just go and do it, you know? You can just like throw it out and they will pick it up. So like, or you can just throw it in the trash. It's up to you. But neon pothos is really fun to propagate. I'm gonna start saying giving a haircut. It's up to you if you want to throw the cuttings away, if you want to root them. So yeah, but they love a good haircut. They really do branch out, and the cuttings are really easy to propagate if you want to propagate them and put them back into the plant, or just get rid of them. So another thing about Marburg neon pothos, and I have a lot of neon pothos. That's what I'm saying, like it's really hard for me not to buy neon pothos. I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 neon pothos. I also have other ones that look kind of differently, but it's not a neon pothos. It looks like it, but it's not. Like this one. This is a neon queen. And I was gonna say, because he's my other Marburg queen pothos, and I have it bottom watering in this container, but it has that really pretty green marking, but it also makes this like a golden pothos. They're very unstable, but it's so pretty. And there is a neon pothos that's basically like this, and it could be this one, to be honest. I don't know. It's very good. It's called a marble neon, something like that. There's so many new varieties. There is a lot of new varieties coming up this year from pothos. There's also another one that looks like a neon pothos, but it's not. It's a chance, and it has gills on the back, as you can see. It has little tears. In the front, it looks like a neon pothos, but it has gills. And this is actually one that I propagated myself for my own collection. I believe this is also another one that you cannot sell. I gotta double check, I don't know. You cannot sell, but oh my gosh. This one grew so nice. These gills on the back, it looks so scary, it looks like really weird, are so like defined, you guys. Like they're really, it has many bugs, as you can see, but it's really crazy beautiful. And it's because I have it on a spot where it gets a good amount of light. It's like literally on the bottom of a grow light, and it seems really happy. I want to pull out my lemon lime philodendron, but It's really in here and the vines are getting everywhere. Let me see if I can do it without knocking everything down. Holy crap. The many philodendrons also tend to do that green variegated leaf. They're so crazy. These plants are so crazy. So this is a lemon philodendron. It grows these like golden new leaves and they harden up to this beautiful neon. But they do have, see, look how golden that looks. Oh my goodness. This is not on the list. The reason why it's not on the list is because it grows really, really slow. But it is a pretty one to have. It's just not on my top, but I wanted to show it to you just to show it to you because it looks pretty similar to a neon, but it's not a neon. It's a philodendron. It just has a heart shape in it. But it's really, really pretty. I think so. But beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I think I said that correctly. So those are all of the plants in my collection that, well, my top vining plants in my collection that I recommend to you if you want to have some vining plants that are easy, not so finicky, really, really love being indoors and growing nicely, and are not so prone to pests. These are my top. And if they do have pests, they're really easy to take care of and they bounce back really easily from that. And they don't leave off permanent damage usually. Like an anthurium, oh my goodness. If there's a new leaf coming out and there's any pest in it, like if it's just one little pest, I mean, they do a lot of damage, but even it's just anything, like they scar so easily, but anthuriums are so rewarding though. So that's basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know which are your top favorite vining plants in your collection. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.